Give you a fright? Honestly, who comes to Wuhong Hill in the middle of the night? This place isn't as safe as you'd believe. Come with me. I'm Hu Tao, Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor Director. Let me help you cross over. Yeah, help you cross over the hill, not cross into the afterlife. Huh? And why are the butterflies our guides? Well, because they want to be Sealies when they grow up. Though that walking encyclopedia Zhongli would no doubt have a completely different explanation. Okay, you should be safe from here. Next time, don't go running around in dangerous places. Of course, if you really insist on adventuring, then be my guest. Adventurers are our VIP clients after all. We even have coupons for you. Oh, do you have a travel buddy? We're having a sale. Second client, half price.
What is up, legends? As you guys can see, Hu Tao is coming into the game. Now, from her look, what I'm probably going to end up doing is allowing her to be the main fire unit that I use, depending on how she plays. It just depends on how she plays. I know she is a spear character, so I think she's a spear character. I'm pretty sure she is. I'm gonna see how she plays and if I can flow. But because most of the fire characters I have, including the loot, they don't stay out. I'm just using them for, you know, burn something and get out the way, so to speak. Like I don't need you. Like Diluc's slow, and Xinlan is actually Xinyan rather is actually she's not slow, but I think she out of her skills, they look cool, but she might have the most boring gameplay in the entire game out of all the characters, and it feels bad because even Amber is more fun to use because Amber's she's an archer, and her little Barrett bunny thing, like Amber is just all about being cute, whereas she's like the cute mascot character and stuff like that. So she is more like interesting to play than Xinlan is. Who's saying wrong? Xinyan is she just isn't that fun. And like I said with Diluc, I just kind of like have him in and then, you know, hit something really hard and get out the way because I don't feel like animation canceling this. So, and then there's Bennett. Now, Bennett is like a freaking anime character. So like it's kind of interesting, and I just now started getting pieces of him, so he's not even built. So if I have a choice between building Hu Tao right now and building Bennett, I'm gonna build Hu Tao. I'm sorry, you gotta go with the ghost waifu in this one. I know some people might disagree, and that's fine. You know, everybody's entitled to what they want to play and their opinions, but if I have a choice, I'm gonna go with Hu Tao. Not that I even have her yet, but hopefully I'll have a little bit of summons to kind of mess around with it, and I think I might be at my 50-50 right now, so we'll see how that works out. Now, the other topic in this video, besides Miss Aya, because that's what she literally said Aya, so I was like, oh, they're gonna meme the hell out of that. Now, there's been a few videos, about I think 5, where people are spending absorbent amounts of money and getting upset because they are not getting the items that they want to spend the money on, or they're getting very few of the items. Now, I like to remind everybody before we start getting all taking pitchforks at the company that this is a gacha game. This is a gambling type of gacha game, and the rates on all this stuff is garbage. It's always been garbage. It's just that sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we don't get lucky. And the inherent drop rate on all this stuff is just not that great. It's not. There, like, we have pity for characters and somewhat with weapons, not really, but it's not great. None of this stuff, like, there's no like 100% just because you spent like $1,000 that you're like, you see the probability of drop 0.7%, and that includes the guarantee right there at 1.8. Yeah, you have just under a 2% chance in 100 to actually get the item. So let's put that in perspective. If luck works, that is the way it is supposed to work. If you do spend $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000, you are going to get one of that item because that is what the rate says. So when I see people come out and make videos on this, and I see people in the chats, I see people making posts on Twitter saying the company is ripping people off and stuff like that, it's like you just magically read what the fuck you wanted to read and decided that numbers don't apply to you, that you're that like entitled to get the item ahead of the rates. No, you're not. It's just that you were lucky for a point in time. The same way, if I look at my characters right now, I am lucky. I've spent $350 on this game. This, $350, and being honest, $350, and I am lucky. I should not have the characters that I have according to the rates. And sometimes it works like that. I have, let's see, we have, I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's it. Yeah, I got 6. So that's inherently lucky. It's just, it's not like, this is about probably going to be like 5% of the public getting this lucky, and it happens. It could happen. Not every game does that because there's games where I just don't have that type of luck. In hindsight, and Honkai, the sister game, like, to this game, not really, but it was the first one. Without Honkai, there'd be no Genshin. But in that game, my luck is not like this. Now, I did get like God Kiana and God May, but I ain't got anything else. Like, everything else does not work like that. All the rest of the special characters of the game, I don't have them. I don't have them. Those 2 characters is it. Out of all the rest of those special characters, there's about literally, now I'm thinking on top of my head, we have Branya, we have the new Hoo-Ha, we have the new Teresa, we have the Bunny Girl. Like, I'm thinking on top of my head, there's 10 other characters that are within that guide tier range, and I don't have any of them, and I summoned on them and I didn't get them. So, it happens. It kind of like happens. And do you actually need to do that? No. There is nothing in this game that you need to spend thousands of dollars on, that you need to be stronger, other than you want to flex that you can actually be dumb and spend that much. that is literally all it is. That's you wanting to flex that you can. You wanting to flex to be a completionist and have every character in the game because there's no content that deems that you need to do that. In fact, Sucrose literally obliterates most of the content in this game. If you guys remember, the hardest thing that was in this game, still to date at this point, was Vanilla Child, that boss fight. And he wasn't even that hard. It was just that people sucked in mobile and couldn't deal with him. That's really what it came down to, them having to do something about it, doing that fight in mobile, because I can see doing that fight in mobile would be a complete pain in the ass, and that is kind of hard. But even then, it still wasn't that bad. And if you guys remember, I beat child with Chi-Chi. And Chi-Chi is not a DPS character. Because the way that Chi-Chi works, she just healed through everything. And if you want to keep it real, you can do that with Bennett. You can do that with Barbara. You can especially do that with Barbara. Barbara heal per attack. When she has her thing up, she literally just tank right, like she barely loses any damage. And I think as far as maybe her sister Jean will be just as tanky, even though Jean works a little bit better because she has the healing field the same way Bennett does. And Bennett can kind of just heal through stuff too, as long as he has his field out. And you just kind of like mess around until you get the field back again. Like you literally, there's nothing in this game that you should ever feel pressured. So like and the reason why I'm making this video is I know that people kind of like listen when I have something to say, when I'm trying to reason with people. Like I really hate to see people feeling bad and going along with the whole notion that you must wail to be strong in this game, because that is absolutely false. That is absolutely a lie. And that is just a YouTube fad thing for people who want to make views and get subscribers and everything else. And I'm telling you as a YouTuber, that's 100% a lie. You do not have to do that in this game. It is nice to actually spend money. Like, you know, I spent some money and some currency in this game. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of the characters I have and, you know, everything else like that. Sucrose just, you know, managed to be one of my favorite 4 stars because she's actually really good. And there's times when I just let her carry the majority of damage because she just can. It's just so easy for her. Especially when you get her to, what is it? Constellation C2, where she can actually spam her E twice in a row. She literally just obliterates everything. And then stands there with her little doggy ears and kills stuff. It's just the way that it is. With that said, with Hu Tao coming in, I still don't think that there's anything in this game. And to be honest with you, and the way Honkai is, there's still nothing to date in Honkai that is too hard that you can't free to play beat it. There's literally nothing in Honkai. I'm just telling you as somebody who's fought most everything in Honkai, there's nothing in the Honkai that's too hard for that. And this game will probably be the same way too. It'll tax you. It'll make you, you know, think a little bit. How can I beat this? What kind of elemental thing I could put together? And we have gotten to the point where we scale so high and so strong, even with 4-star characters. Freaking Ningguang. Hell, Sucrose again. Razor, Noelle, Jinlan. Like, even for people running around with Amber mains hitting for 30k on aim shots. Like, we scale so high in this game with the characters and stuff that we have already. There is literally no reason for you to go crazy and spend that much money and then get butthurt like the rates are not supposed to apply to you. That's the thing that irritates me and the whole conversation, because like I showed you guys, you literally go into the thing and it says you have a 1% chance to get it. No matter how much money you have, it's still going to be a 1% chance. And the only thing that's going to change any of that is RNG Jesus decides to bless you in 2 or 3 particular times and you just override that 1%. But it's always going to be a 1% chance. So never think, I'm speaking to everybody, including the YouTubers who are making this toxic ass trend, it is always going to be 1%. Your money is not going to make it be 1%. Like, just stop it. Just stop it. Just accept the fact that you just didn't get luck that time and spend more money at that point. That's how gacha games get you. Gacha. That's what it means. So, I had to say that because every once in a while I have to come out and be the one to be the common sense brigade, because apparently people just lose their fucking mind when it comes to gacha and decide that they can just do whatever the hell they want and they're supposed to get the stuff, and it doesn't work like that. So I will catch you guys next video, and hopefully everybody gets Hu Tao, because for whatever reason people want her. I want her because I wonder if she's gonna be good and more fun to use, because I just don't like any of the fire users, and you know, I probably could end up liking Bennett, but I just didn't have him until recently, and he's not built. So again, it's the choice between him and Hu Tao, and I choose Hu Tao if I get her. So just is what it is when it comes to that. Hopefully you guys get super luck. Hopefully everybody got all of the characters that they want. Hopefully everybody got Genshin, because I think she is one of the best in the game for various reasons, like just all-around balance, and that she can literally do every role and do everything. That's why I think she's literally like one of the best characters in the game. She's the god tier for me easily, because I can just negate damage. I have movement. I have big damage if I want to put out damage with her. She can just do it all, and every character cannot do that. Every character can't iframe the way that she can iframe. That alone makes her god tier. That completely alone. There's nothing that nobody is going to tell me any different than the fact that she can iframe. So the hell with any other character complaint that you have. Zhongli can actually iframe too. There's a few other characters who can iframe, and what iframe basically means is she has frames in her normals, her special, and her super, her ultimate, that all negate damage. And if you chain all of them together, you don't get hit. Period. You don't get hit. Nothing hits you. That's just the way that she works. And that's insanity to me. It's insane that people can even say that, oh, I don't think she's in it. You're absolutely, you're bad at Kaching if that's what you really think, because that's ridiculous. Anyway, I will catch you guys next video. See you soon, and hopefully everybody gets the stuff that they want to get. Peace.